Hey, how we doing today? Good morning, or actually good evening. Good evening. Welcome to my 5D secret garden, where we'll be exposing secrets. And one of those big secrets is the rise of the DF, the Divine Feminine, which is us. Let me see, this looks like it's like not the way I want it to look. Whatevs. It's probably the lighting in here. Whatever. So, basically, right now we're at a point with the Divine Feminine energy that it cannot be controlled. You cannot control or manipulate Divine Feminine energy anymore. It's impossible to. You can't gaslight it. You can't make them think they're crazy. You can't. It's just not possible. There's too much. We've already seen too much. We've seen enough. You know, so it's like seeing everything, and then you're telling me, well, you're wrong. No, you don't tell me anything. I tell you who's wrong, and it's you who's wrong. Not I, said the pig. So, is what it is. Agree to disagree. You think I'm crazy? I think I'm not. You think I'm whatever? I think I'm not. So, let's see what's going to happen here. This uncontrollable. You cannot control you cannot control one who is uncontrollable. Just like you can't fuck with one who is unfuckwithable. And that is the Divine Feminine energy, which is us. So let's get this started, see what's going on in our unfuckable with energy. So first and foremost, 2 of Wands in the reverse. Personal goals, inner alignment, fear of change, playing it safe. This just came out. It's just been coming out, so this tells me again, neither the Divine Feminine energy, or maybe it's even us playing it safe. Maybe we're playing it safe. Maybe we're playing small. Maybe we have. No, I don't think so. Well, no, because we have no fear of change. Yeah, this is not us. So this is definitely neither Divine Masculine energy or this is Karmic energy. That, they're fearing what's going to happen now. They know that the Karmic nightmare is the rise of the DF. So that is a PR nightmare for the demons, let's say. So I could see how they would be having some fear of the unknown, trying to play it safe, trying to still act like they don't see me. I believe it's the Divine Masculine energy still playing it safe because this is like their default energy now. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, fear of this, fear of that. That's all they are, a bunch of scaredy cats. Scared of this, scared of that. Lack of planning, fear of the unknown. The Biscuit 101. Classic Divine Masculine. Classic DM. 2 of Wands in reverse. So what's this scaredy cat? Why are they in our energy? We told them we don't want to be bothered with this. Go fix it yourself. We got 3 of Wands in the upright. Which is interesting that 2 of Wands just came out, but in the reverse. So this is preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, overseas opportunities. So this could also be I have to believe this is our Divine Masculine right now. That is playing it safe, which still, this could have been the past energy, this 2 of Wands, and this could be their current energy, this 3 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Wands in the upright, and the 2 of Wands in reverse could be their past energy. It's only the first 2 cards, that's usually how it goes. So we'll say that was what was going on in the past, and we'll say currently they're preparing, they're in this 3 of Wands, they know what's going on, they're already working deals out with people on our for us that they know what's best for us. They're not going to screw us over. They know right now they're not going to screw us over. We have to remember that they're not going to screw us over no more. They already know what we are. So screwing us over would be, they know that's not going to happen. So that's why they're probably preparing on a way to get out of this 2 of Wands energy. Okay, that makes sense. This 2 of Wands in reverse energy. They're preparing for a way to get out of this 2 of Wands in reverse energy. Just play it safe, because like it is, them coming to the DF is a serious risk that nothing will be the same after that. Temperance in reverse. Imbalance, excess, extremes, overindulgence, alcoholism, addiction, self-healing, realignment. So with the temperance in reverse, that definitely tells me there's an imbalance around our divine masculine. There's definitely excess. There's definitely people going to extremes. I don't believe it's them. I know that they were in the isolation. I know they're playing it safe, so I don't believe it's them overindulging or going to extremes. I don't believe that. I mean, maybe they're doing something else. I don't know, but it does say self-healing and realignment, but more or less temperance in reverse just means they're surrounded by chaos. So that's the way I'll look at it, is that basically this person that was in this Two of Wands in reverse energy, now in the Three of Wands, currently in the upright, preparing, progress, trying to expand overseas. But then this temperance in reverse is what's going to challenge that. So you have this chaos, this person, they're trying to get this person out of this Three of Wands, more into like a, go back to the Three of Wands, you know what I mean? Three of Wands in reverse, like, because this one's playing it safe, so they would want them to instead play it small, lack of foresight. But this clearly states that, they were at one time like that, but now they're preparing. But this imbalance. So how do we clear this temperance in reverse? What would be needed to get the divine masculine energy? It's not their energy. I don't believe it is, because I would feel a little something, and I don't feel anything. So I would believe that's what's going on around them, because they've had isolated, so people don't know what they're doing. They don't know where they're at. A lot of these divine masculines are, they went AWOL, because they didn't want to be around this energy. Who would want to be around temperance or reverse energy? Not I, said the pig. So we can't blame them for just taking up and going. But it's better that they did that than come to us, because coming to us unhealed with still karmic energy is only going to hurt us. So at least that divine masculine energy knows enough to not do that, because they know that it will hurt us if they're not healed and they don't do things correctly. So Lover's energy upright, awesome. So I just was saying that they wouldn't come unhealed, but, and I know they won't, but because we wouldn't be able to get into this harmonious, loving relationship, this passion, this union, this deep love, the strength of two together. This is what this divine masculine is preparing for. This one who was playing it small, playing it safe, now wants to prepare to get away from this chaos that surrounds them, so that they can reach this lover's energy with their divine feminine, which is the ideal goal. So that is what they want. We know that, and now we know that they're not in this. Listen, I'll take them in the Three of Wands in the upright energy. I'm fine with that. Cool. That's giving me progress now. Before it was the Hermit in reverse. Now we're getting to Three of Wands. So it's like, this is good. We're moving along. This person now, that means the isolation's working. They're clearing their mind. They're starting to think. They don't want to be around this temperance in reverse. That's what's going to happen, because people are showing themselves. And okay, judgment in reverse. So self-doubt, lack of self-awareness, inner critic, self-loathing, punishment, destruction, ignoring the call. Now that could also be our counterpart, or that could also be the karmic energy that would in reality back up this temperance in reverse, because all these people that are in chaos and balance will probably be blaming everybody else. Nobody wants to take accountability. Everybody's probably angry. They're mad at what happened. They're blaming this one, blaming themselves. Just, anything that wasn't supposed to happen's happened, and karma's coming. Or it could just be, this is how our divine masculine is reacting to this Temperance and reverse energy. This might be, you know, something how they may respond while they're in this Three of Wands, because if this temperance and reverse energy does get to them, then that's definitely going to cause this judgment in reverse, because they're not going to be thinking straight. They're going to be mad that they're back in the situation, they're back in the cycle. That's why it's so important to, you know, not respond to these karmic energies. Just walk away and just whatever, you know what I mean? Let them starve. Let them starve for your energy. You'll see everything you need to know by letting these people starve. You'll see all the bad things start to happen, because it tells you that they're getting their karma. It also tells you that they were stealing your energy, that they knew somehow to do this, that your sister somehow taught them how to do this, my sister, somehow or another, and they want to act like I'm stupid, like I don't, oh no, we didn't do it. Listen, I tried a million times to not believe it, but after every single time of, you know, seeing it and eventually catching it, that, I mean, I would be a dope to go back to it. I mean, I'm in the best condition in my entire life, the best mental state, best emotional state, and that's away from these people. So you're not going to tell me going back is the right thing for me. It's the same thing with the Divine Masculine. They are wounded because of listening to Emperor's reverses around them, Empress in reverses, having just constant karmic energy, having an ego the size of fucking Mount Rushmore. So it's like, these people, you know, of course this is going to happen. But we know that this Divine Masculine wants this Lover's energy, and that Lover's energy is in our energy. So let's keep going and see what's going. I'll probably make more reads today since I'm off. Six of Swords and the upright. Transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on. It's got that person, you know, they're on their boat, and they're like, all right, come on, let's go, and rowing away. We got to go get to this Lover's energy. We got to get to our Divine Feminine. That is exactly what's going on right now with our Divine Masculine. They want to get here somehow. They're trying to do it in a way where it's in a way that it doesn't come off to where, but it's like, I don't know. I'm not going to be allowed to know, okay? God is not going to let me know when or how or what or how to respond. I'm not going to know anything. All I'm going to do is, once that does happen, and I know, this person will pop up on us. This Divine Masculine will pop up on us, because this is all they ever wanted. They just wanted to be held and loved by somebody, a Divine Feminine. That's all they ever wanted. That was a very confusing thing for them, that they had lived a lot of confusing years, losing a lot of their good years because of people wanting to confuse them with this Temperance in reverse, this Judgment in reverse, trying to keep them in this Two of Wands in reverse, not wanting them to get to this Three of Wands in the upright and the Six of Swords, where they're leaving behind this nonsense, preparing to leave this behind. So we know right now, our Divine Masculine is preparing with this Three of Wands and this Six of Swords to walk away from this imbalance of this Temperance reverse and this, basically, this destruction of this Judgment in reverse, basically, like nobody taking inner critic, nobody taking accountability. They want to walk away from this, but challenging that, they want to get these people, this Divine Masculine, back into this Two of Wands in reverse, this playing it safe. They want to keep them playing it safe as long as they can keep them, because then nothing bad will happen. Playing it safe means they're playing them stuck. That is what they want. They need to get this Divine Masculine. They want them badly and get back to this Two of Wands in reverse energy. They want to get them out of this Three of Wands. They want to get them out of the Six of Swords. And how they're going to do that is with Temperance in reverse and Judgment in reverse. But, like I said, blockages are meant to be cleared. Eventually, imbalances only last so long. So that's why the Lovers is all about balance, harmony, relationships, sacred sexuality. I mean, this is what this person wants. Like, this is what they don't want to do what they're doing anymore. They're just done. You know what I mean? They are aware. They know. They know enough. It's just the Divine Feminine energy has to be more approachable, I believe, is the correct word. I have to be more understanding. I have to be more looking at it from a point of view. Us have to look at it from their point of view. Okay, because they did get fucked over. It wasn't like it was just all of them and they came up with this. You know what I mean? Like this is the energy that was meant they had to go through. This was the you know, this is the lessons they had to learn. And at the end of it, it comes out them knowing us that we are everything we say we are, and some, and everybody else seeing it too. So when they do come back, it's like they're gonna come back proud. You know, and it's like they don't, but they're not going to come back unless we are at least willing to listen. Still going to be the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Swords is willing to listen. Something, if I feel, whatever, listen, it's what's going to happen, it's going to happen. So it really doesn't make a difference. All we know is that this blockage is, this imbalances need to be cleared, and this destruction, this judgment right. Or maybe this imbalance is going to lead to this judgment, this destruction of, you know, everything around them. And they're just trying to get away from it now with the Six of Swords, preparing to get away from this destruction. So this makes it even more. Knight of Swords in the upright. So you got first now got this person preparing, then you got this person, you know, leaving behind. Now you got this person fully ambitious to get there. Now look, they're on a sword, they got a horse, they're like, we're coming now. This, you know, from the Six of Swords, it's just, you know, they're coming, but they're just slowly coming. That's going to take a long time by staying in the Six of Swords. So they know that they have to get into this Knight of Swords energy, this ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, fast-thinking, defending belief energy, where they will, in tune, be able to get to this Lover's energy. This will be what they need. They need to be ambitious. They need to not care. They need to just go with what they got to go with. Go with the flow. Don't allow this temperance in reverse, this judgment in reverse. Don't look behind. Just go past it like it's not even there. So, and then we got to find, so we're still not finding how to clear out this energy, but this Knight of Swords is action oriented. So I know they're preparing to come up with a plan, leaving behind, and they're very ambitious in doing so. And they want to get to this Lover's energy. Do not want to get back to this Two of Wands in reverse energy that this judgment and this temperance in reverse are, you know, pushing them towards. This imbalance, this self-doubt will push them back to playing it safe, to where they won't want to be ambitious, where they won't want to be action-oriented, where they won't want to leave behind where they're at. They won't release this baggage, and they won't be able to come to this Lover's energy. So at least they know enough that they need to get slowly but surely to where they need the correct energy to get past this temperance in reverse and judgment in reverse. They have to just look at it like, who cares? Whatever happens is going to happen, and they go with the flow. And then, you know, and then it's just when we see them be courageous, we see them be a hero, is when we get this Lover's energy with them. And I will honor that. Nine of Wands in reverse. Inner resources struggle, overwhelmed, on edge, defensive, paranoid, exhausted, fatigue, lack of motivation. So this is 100% going to be the karmic energy, because if it's saying that the divine masculine is already in the Six of Swords, Three of Wands, Knight of Swords energies, ambitious, this is going to be a struggle for this karmic energy, because they're going to be overwhelmed. They're going to be defensive, paranoid as to what's going on, what side is who on, who's telling on who, because these people committed crimes. Everybody's going to be turning on each other. That's where this temperance in reverse comes from, an imbalance. This destruction will come from this judgment in reverse, because nobody wants to take accountability. So slowly but surely, this entire, you know, business, this whole entire enterprise, this whole entire covenant is all going to be destroyed, because it was all built on divine feminine energy anyway. And all that energy has come back. Now, there's a big imbalance now. Because divine feminine had to be eliminated for this to work. They could not come back strong like we are now. We were not, there was not supposed to be a rise of the DF. but there is. So that may be what removes this thing, because I said we'll remove it, and then these people being in the Nine of Wands in reverse, becoming overwhelmed, on edge, defensive, paranoid, exhausted, fatigue, lack of mood. So that would mean that they wouldn't even be able to stop anything. Like they would actually get to the point where they would have to throw in the flag. So that is a possibility, that these karmic energies will have to throw in the flag with this Nine of Wands in reverse, because they have no more motivation. They have no more. They're fatigued. They're exhausted. They're paranoid. They just want to. They don't want to live like this no more. They just want to get it over with, and then maybe it'll heal. But that's the only thing that's going to get rid of it. You know, cause these people to at least walk away from whatever, because there's always going to be still that one person that wants to do it, that wants to, still has it. Oh, we want it, but they know it's a death sign, and then the people are going to just be like, listen, we can't do this no more. Especially the DM's not going to go down with this. You know why the DM's not going to go down with this? Because they're a magician, just like we are a magician. So we'll look at it from 2 points of view. Action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity, willpower, skill, creativity. So that would add up to this Knight of Swords energy with the, being ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed. This power, this magician, this shows that they can do. This could be the divine feminine energy, that more or less, because realistically, like I said, it's the rise of the DF. More or less, we're manifesting this now. We're creating this. We have the power, we have the self-confidence, we have the clarity, we have the willpower, and we have the skill, and we have the creativity. So yes, I would say this is probably the divine feminine energy. That is this Lover's energy, and the Knight of Swords will get us there. So that magician will also clear out this blockage. So, because all we have to do is manifest. We got to pray for the karmic justice. We have to imagine what it's going to be like for these people to get what they got coming for them. And it's all going to happen because God's going to make it. So we'll do one more card, and then we'll call it. So what's going to be the end result? 10 of Pentacles. I mean, I couldn't have picked that better. 10 of Pentacles. And why is that going to be 10 of Pentacles? Because you got the Lover's energy with the Magician here. This foundation will be built on the 10 of Cups, which is unconditional. This will be unconditional love built on the 10 of Cups. This will create abundance, which is the 10 of Pentacles. What needs to be done has to be this RDM for this to happen, and what needs to be cleared for this to happen is this temper, this imbalance, this judgment in reverse, this, these people are going to, eventually they're in the Nine of Wands in reverse energy. They're just going to give up. They're fatigued. They got no motivation. This is going to be as a result of them seeing divine masculine that is already isolated, starting to prepare, get the foreplay to get in the Six of Swords energy, where they're going to change or leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on, and they're going to get to the Knight of Swords energy, where they're very ambitious and action driven to succeed. So they want to get to this. They're very, very determined to get to this Lover's energy, to get to this Magician, because they know that whatever is here is going to still be created with this Lover's energy. This 10 of Pentacles will be created with this Lover's energy by this Magician. Because this person is the DF, is the Magician. Because what they went through, this should have never came back. But they came back and they said, look, I'm the Magician, baby. I am the magic man, okay? 8th house, baby. So they want to come to this Magician. Once this DM gets past there, they're ambitious, gets this Knight of Swords energy. This karmic energy will be cleared, this imbalance, because they will run out of steam. They're not gonna be able to continue. Now they got two things. They got to worry about me and them now. They have to worry about what the DF's doing and what the DM. They don't even know what this one or if that one's talking or if this one's. They don't know nothing. So they're basically on system overload. They're going to explode. They're going to combust, and it'll be the end of them. So have a good day, and end result 10 of Pentacles. So remember that 10 of Cups creates abundance. This Lover's energy and this Magician will create this 10 of Pentacles when this divine masculine gets there. Okay, that will be when, but it's in the process of being manifested. So have a good day, and that's all I got for you. That's all, folks.